Welcome to the all-new Blue Collar Minutemen show. This is a broadcast for our audience's entertainment and enjoyment. Let's keep America great.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Blue Collar Minuteman Show. We're just a few guys trying to keep on trucking and keep on going. That's about all I know. Bill, it's been a little while, but how's it going?
Doing all right.
You know, I
Taking
said that
along.
I said it's been a little while since we did a show, but we did do some golf in there.
I'm not recovered yet.
You not recovered. Listen, I enjoyed that.
I did too.
Although we had a little dissension there toward the end.
I like it.
Don't worry, I'll get my golf stroke back and get on the driving range. Ah.
Well, I think we both figured out it ain't the driving range we need to go to.
That's the putting green.
Oh, yeah.
uh, but ladies and gentlemen, before we get started, make sure you hit that like, subscribe button, share these videos, help get the word out there about the Blue Collar Minuteman. And anytime you subscribe, you'll automatically get notifications the next time we do a show. That way you won't have to search for us. So with all of that being said, let's go ahead and jump right on the train, the Trump train. Bill, let's start out with the little clarification on the Medicaid, Medicare, uh, as to what Trump's doing. I believe we had a viewer comment asking to explain that just a little more. So,
Well, everybody's scared about Medicare. That was involved in the question. And Social
right.
Security.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing is changing at this point. Nothing. If you get it, you're entitled to it, you're going to keep it. The ones that are not going to get it are usually about 120 years old, 130 years old. Those old dudes don't need that money. Yeah, okay. If you're alive, let's just reiterate that. If you're
Yeah.
alive and you're supposed to be getting it, you're going to be getting it.
Because what they found out when the Doge did their audit was that there were people who actually were 120, 130 years old receiving Medicaid.
Or
I don't
Medicare,
think, or
Medicare,
Medicare, excuse me, Medicare.
and yeah, Medicare.
But I don't think there's anybody alive at 120 or 130 years old. I know there were some people back in the Bible that lived that long, but nobody's living that long today. So basically, it was the abuse of the Medicare system. They wanted to cut out the abuse so that everybody who is alive and on Medicare would be able to receive benefits and possibly even more benefits by
Hmm.
cutting away the waste. Because I think, Bill, one of the things was is that they had a program, and this was something else. And Bill, you remember this as well. The government computer systems are so freaking old that they hadn't changed any of it. They didn't update any of the systems. So none of those systems, one, work with each other, and none of those systems, two, would even notify or try to even notify, or nobody would even check to see if those people were actually deceased or alive. That's so they just kept shoveling money.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really the only thing. And then let's go ahead and tell them too, Bill, that they'll be hearing a lot about those people who, and I think this has more to do with food stamps and things, but they're only requiring those people to work 40 hours a month to keep their food stamps and their benefits.
Yeah, and that was something I forget the exact number, but yeah, they just had to work a little bit or go to school.
Or go to school. So they're trying to promote people to get off their butt and try to get into the workforce. And
that was only single, able-bodied people. If you was married and had kids, whatever, you didn't even have, it didn't apply to you.
no,
Business as usual.
yep. And Bill, what was the video clip you told me you had just seen about the one lady who was complaining about?
He was complaining because it's just not fair that, because she's on food stamps, that she would have to go out and work a little bit because she's getting no money. She ain't going to go work. I mean, God forbid that. And now she can't get her nails, her eyelashes, and her hair done. She
So,
she ain't going to go work. No, that's not going to happen.
and she's mad because they cut her food stamp and now she can't get her hair and nails done. That's kind of a luxury thing, wouldn't you say, Bill, to a degree?
I don't think that's something that taxpayers ought to be paying for.
No, not coming out of my money. I mean, we're going to pay to feed you, but not make sure you ready for the club. I'm trying to make some jokes there, but I kind of hope that clears it up a little bit. It's not going to affect all of those people who actually have Medicare. I mean, even my mom was concerned about it, and I tried to keep telling her like it's not going to affect you. Like you're good. Okay, Bill, what do you have so far on this Bongino and Pam Bondi issue? Because there's a lot of talk. There is a lot of back and forth. There's a lot of everybody saying Bongino is going to quit. There's a lot of people saying Pam Bondi needs to be fired. What say you? What do we have on this? Because it's kind of a
I think
media
this is going
frenzy.
to be a wait and see kind of thing. Because anybody that was a follower of Dan when he did his podcast,
Mm-hmm.
radio show, and all that good stuff, when he would get terribly mad, he would storm off, take some time off, be gone 30 days, whatever. He'd come back and start over again.
Right.
There's the camp that says that's what he's doing now.
Mm-hmm.
That he'll cool down, come back, and then at least try again.
Mm-hmm.
There's a camp that says it's either him or Bondi.
Well, let's remember, of course, all of this was over the Epstein file list.
Well, it's a little more than that. There's some other prosecutions apparently that they wanted her to start investigations on and this kind of stuff, and it just became a back and forth between the FBI and the Justice Department. So it's a little more than just the Epstein thing, I think.
Well, I believe you're right. And of course, if you are a follower of the podcast, folks, we said it on last few podcasts, and we'll continue to say it. With our background that we have in law enforcement, you're looking at such a high level of corruption. They need time. They need time to get everything right so that the ones they're going to prosecute get prosecuted and they do not slip away. Because the last thing you want is them to get away on a technicality. Because let's face it, they have all our money that they embezzled. Oh, sorry, I didn't say that. Let me just say this. This podcast is for the pure entertainment value of our viewers. Throw that disclaimer out so we don't get thrown off or something. But I mean, yeah, we know that they were taking deals under the table, and we know that, Nancy Pelosi went into office and she was worth $200,000, and now she's worth $9 million. So you're talking about these people are going to throw money, as much money as possible, to keep themselves out of jail. So if you want them convicted, we got to give them time. I mean, we're not even a year yet into Trump's presidency. So, you got anything on that to add to that, Bill? Because
That's about it.
I kind of talked there for a long time.
Yeah, that's about it. You hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things. And something else, Bill, and I had sent you some videos on this, and I want to point this out to the people too. Let's, as an example, I have no evidence that this is actually what's going on, but let's say that there are some countries involved in this list, and maybe there want to be something done about those people too. But those people in said countries, are also leaders as well. You have to realize you can't just go dropping things out, because you could actually devastate another country. And Bill, you know this from a military standpoint. If you devastate something and take something person out of power, then you create a vacuum.
Yeah.
And then what then happens is there's a bunch of chaos. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes that's what we want. Sometimes that's not what we want.
Right. So you don't want to actually cause enough chaos on the planet to where everybody's in just a mad scramble. So you do have to be strategic about this. And let's face it, sometimes to get things done, it might be better off to have that stuff as leverage. Let them stay where they're at for us to get what we want. Just saying.
We wouldn't do that like that.
Well, like I said, this is for the pure entertainment value of our viewing audience. Oh, all right. What else we got? We got the Epstein. Oh, did you have something, Bill?
I was just looking at this video, just come across this parent. It's in California. It's at John Wayne International Airport, John Wayne, Orange County Airport.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be, well, it's somebody that definitely doesn't know much about military or whatever, but there's planes sitting on the runway that they're using to deport illegals in. Well, he's coming down the runway, down the fence line there where the plane's parked, going, oh my God, oh my God. They've built special, huge, giant aircraft, bigger than anything I've seen. This could probably hold 10,000 illegals and blah, blah, blah. They're trying to do this. It's a C-17 sitting out there. Okay. They built this special just to deport illegals. He's telling everybody this is the special plane that the military is using to deport people. This huge, giant cargo plane, C-17. He's obviously never seen very many military aircraft, I guess.
He obviously hasn't seen the C-5.
Yeah, obviously. Oh, he'd have a heart attack.
Because my jaw dropped when I saw that stupid thing.
You'd have a heart attack.
It just reminds me too of when when we would do our AT in the Guard, and we'd travel from Eastern Kentucky to Western Kentucky. Facebook would blow up about militaries on the move. There's a bunch of military equipment. Something must be going on. It's like, we're just going to training, folks. Oh, that's so funny. Well, speaking of some other stuff you've seen in the news, guess who's number one in the United States again for the third time in economic growth? Number one state in the United States. Know who it is, Bill? You want to take a guess?
Mm.
Florida.
Mm.
DeSantis, #1 economy in the United States for the third time. So he must be doing something right.
Something's going. Well, I was just that you bring Florida up. I was just reading this about alligator Alcatraz that where the warden, I guess they had all. Uh, well, you ought to figure they're going to. They've got cameras everywhere in alligator Alcatraz, right?
Yeah.
Well, the Democrats have been running around after their visit talking about the worms in the food and the conditions and how bad it is and blah 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 blah. Well, they showed some food with worms in it and that kind of stuff.
Oh, I'm sure that was real.
It showed and oh, it's too hot. Well, the warden brought out the videotapes after they left, and it shows Democrats going in there, and right before they film the thermometer, they'll hold it up to the light bulb, get it real hot, and then hold it down so they can videotape it. They brought that food in with them and gave it to individuals in there to show that they had worms in their food. And it's all hoaxes. And they've been caught. They got caught red-handed because apparently they don't know that everybody else, they think they're the only ones with video cameras, I guess. Yeah. So, and Gutterfield or Jesse Waters is doing the special on it tonight, showing the videos. So,
oh, I'm going to have to look for that one.
Yeah, Debbie Wasserman Schultz getting up there screaming about how atrocious and hot and how bad it was and blah blah blah. And then they show the video of the actual her staging stuff while she's getting ready to get up there and do this news conference. So yeah, that ought to work out good for them.
Well, I'm sure it was probably one of the Communist News Network or another one that was trying to do that. Well, something else I got here, Bill. Did you know, and I think I sent you this, I don't know if you had time to read the link, but they do have evidence now that ties Fauci to going and influencing and help with propaganda with the CIA during the whole COVID ordeal. And as you remember, Fauci does not have any clearance to be in those rooms. And I was watching Jesse Waters talk about that. So that news is already out there, folks. And not only that, Mr. Fauci's pardon that he received, they have confirmed that that was from the auto pen. And it wasn't Joe Biden who gave the authorization. So, Bill, does that mean that pardon is null and void?
You think? I'm just waiting on some of this stuff. Somebody got to go to jail.
I think it's going to be Fauci. I'll be honest
Somebody
with you.
got to go to jail over all that.
I'm picking Fauci is going to be the fall guy in a lot of this. You watch. Because they're going to say, well, he's the doctor and we all listen to him. I will bet you. I'll bet you $5.
I would not doubt you're right.
Because just all of the stuff that they're doing to him right now and all of this that they're finding out and everybody else is kind of oddly quiet, not saying anything. Oh, yeah. Well, Bill got some other stuff here. Of course, another big issue is the dismantling of the Department of Education. Apparently, that is going before the Supreme Court
Go ahead.
Oh, but yeah, that's going before the Supreme Court, and it seems there are a lot of people also, uh, liberals. Let's just face it, who are saying that it's going to be a detriment to our children's education to not have a Department of Education in the government. And as you know, you really don't want the government doing anything that control does anything for your life.
Give it to the states.
Yes, because I'm telling you, folks, if you've not been in the military, you have no idea how disorganized the government machine is, and just way too much paperwork.
It's like I always try to tell everybody. They go, "Hey, this is stuff just like the military uses. This is military grade equipment." I'm like, our stuff's made by the lowest bidder, right?
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't make a.
Oh, hey, here's something. And I've been seeing bits and pieces of this today. Ah, I can never say her first name.
Oh Lord.
Oh, Maxwell. What's her first name?
Uh.
Epstein's
Oh,
woman.
Ghislaine.
That don't spell Ghislaine.
I know
Anyway,
it.
yeah. Anyway, have you seen the latest on her?
I think she's ready to talk, is what I've been seeing.
It says she's ready to talk and to tell it all. And if Congress will convene, she will give hearings with Congress and name names. and and she assures people Trump isn't on this list.
Well,
And see,
all I
that's
got.
one of the things that people keep saying. The reason they won't let the list out is because Trump's on the list.
Listen.
Well, she says no. She said, but I will go in front of Congress and testify under oath that who is.
She's ready to get out of jail.
Yeah, she's ready for a deal. Now, we need to wrap her in bubble wrap. Armed guards 24/7 in her cell. I mean, not as much as a hangnail should happen to this woman at this point.
No.
Okay? Because she's going to get Hillary. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know. Somebody better get some Delta Force operatives and get them together. Have them set up snipers out in the bush somewhere, hiding.
He needs some protection.
Dude. And see, this is what I was just talking about, folks. I mean, if she's willing to name names, let's face it. This could be one of those things. And one thing for sure. If she goes before Congress, there will be no cameras in that room.
Oh, yeah. I guarantee you that.
There won't be a reporter within 200 yards of that room if she gets to talk. And whatever comes out in that room, I guarantee
we'll probably never know. We'll probably never know.
We'll probably never know, or we might just know about that much of it.
Yeah.
This is different level, folks. This is like a movie, literally a Oscar acclaim winning movie of the week. But Bill, like I said, and I keep preaching to you all, we're not even a year in yet. Let's continue to sit and see what happens, because there's more to come. We got the rest of this year plus 3 years to see how this movie is going to play out.
Now,
what you got?
Now, go ahead.
Oh, well, I was going to say, have you heard of this guy? And I can't pronounce his name. He's running for mayor of Minneapolis. Omar the heck.
He looks like the pirate from what was the name of that movie?
Uh, oh,
With Tom Hanks?
was it Captain Ron?
No,
No.
God, that's a comedy. No, it's the one with Tom Hanks in there when they take over the cargo or the oil tanker or whatever
Oh
it was.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Mighty Captain now. He looks exactly like that dude.
hey, he is Somali, I think. I
Yeah, he
think.
looks exactly like that dude.
And
Because
have you heard?
that's the meme on Facebook now. Is Minneapolis is trying to elect a pirate for mayor.
Have you heard what he wants to do to the minimum wage?
And rent.
He
He
wants
wants,
$20 an hour.
yeah, and rent. He wants freeze rent and do all that stuff, cancel out rent. It's all kinds of bullshit. He'll get elected because everybody's going to want that, but then they're going to say, "How the hell is he going to pay for it?"
Folks, don't live in a blue state. That's all I got to say. I'm moving to a red state as quick as I can. All right. Let's see. Well, that's about all I have that I've gone over. I know there's been some other stuff come up in the news, but the hot topics have been Bongino and Bondi, and of course, this Epstein list. Uh, but I don't think we should forget about Ukraine. Still hasn't really made a deal yet, have they? I hadn't heard.
I ain't paid much attention to anything going on over there,
I know
even when
it's
it was going on.
yeah. Even there's something still going on with that, and then of course, um, Israeli and Palestine, that whole deal. Good grief, it's been a mess. But I think more importantly, we just need to get our stuff straightened out first. So, Bill, you got anything else?
I'm looking to see if there's anything new coming up. Um,
While you're looking, I just want to say this too, folks. Let's face it, the media. I still don't even trust Fox News 100%. I think they're just trying to make a lot of the MAGA, as you want to say, or the conservatives start to lose trust in Trump. And I think they're trying to sow more dissension than anything. That's why I'm telling you all just be patient and just sit and watch and let's see what happens. Because you can't rush this game. You know, this is not tiddlywinks. You're talking this is global chess on a level that none of us can really fathom.
oh, one thing. I don't know. Have you seen all that stuff on Fetterman?
He's been kind of on a little roll here lately.
He was like, "We used to be the power or the party of the working man, and now we're the party of Hamas and the pedos." And he turned around and left the podium.
I'm I'm wondering what's going on with him. You know,
Either off his meds or something. I don't know. But he's coming around. They've got
well,
him
that's what
off
I'm
those
saying.
meds.
Maybe that's what the Democrats were doing all those years was keeping him medicated so he
Keeping him
wouldn't say it.
medicated, yeah. Here's a funny meme I just saw. I got to put this one out. It goes along with the Epstein files, right?
Mhm.
It's got Hillary's thing over. It's like from the X, and it's got Hillary's thing up there going, "Release the Epstein files." And underneath is a comment from Bill going, "Honey, WTF?" Yeah, 'cause you know that man gonna be on that list.
I did not have relations with that woman.
All right, that's all I got.
Well, I'll just say this. I just saw this supposedly it's a quote from Hillary Rodham Clinton. If I'm indicted, I'll take half the DC with me.
Yeah, that was
Probably
back
would.
in the day. Yeah, she actually made that one.
Well, folks, or Bill, you want to give a last word before we get out of here?
Just had been a lot of stuff coming up, a lot more coming up. We'll try to get more regular on these shows here. And there's been a lot. Elgin's had a lot going on. I've had a lot going on, and we'll just
It's just life.
yeah. Hopefully we'll get back to normal here for long.
And maybe we got some cool pics to put up here later. I don't know.
Me too.
All right, folks. Thank you all for joining us as always. Check us out at bluecollarminutemen.com. You can find a video there on the website. Also, check us out on YouTube, BitChute, Rumble, and YouTube, where you can find the videos. And like I said earlier, make sure you like and subscribe to the videos. That way you get automatic notifications when a new video comes out. You don't have to wait. Check us out on our social media pages. We're on the X, Truth Social, Facebook, only our groups on Facebook. We're still not really live there, so to speak. You have to join the group and other social media that we have. So I can't remember it all.
I can't remember all that stuff going on. I'll get the list updated. There'll be an updated list on the website this week.
Thank you all for joining us. God bless you all. God bless America. You all be safe. And hey, let's be patient. Let's see how this goes. And we'll see you.
See ya.